Hello guys, Dando here. Today we got a video on some COD 4. I'm going to do some speculation in the maps that we're going to get. 5 of them have been confirmed and I'm just going to try and go through ones that I think should actually be in here. I put this on the screen here to start the video just because this is tells you that you get Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. It says campaign and in brackets you get the 10 multiplayer maps. Now originally on this game there were 16 maps and then we got 4 DLC maps, there was only 1 DLC. And I'll go through the pictures of each map now and I'll kind of tell you which ones that I think will happen. So we'll get into that now and I'll explain the first 5 that have already been confirmed and then I'll go on to the 5 that I think should also be in there. And I would just like to hear everyone's opinions on it, so if you have an opinion and play COD 4, make sure you leave it in the comments. I really like to know what maps people want, and this is just my opinion, so yeah, half of these aren't actually confirmed or anything. But yeah, we'll get straight into this now. First of all, we have one of the 5 confirmed maps. This one is Crossfire. Crossfire was a reasonably big map. Snipers was is always a high level sniper map because, as you can see on the screen, you get like the straight across the map view. As you can see on the right there, you get the spawn thing, and that's looking at it from the kind of point of just that's the way that we're looking at it now. So if we'll be in the top corner bit. And if you never played this map, then you won't know much about it. But this is a hell of a map. This is one of the like a fan favourites from COD 4, and I'm very surprised it's never actually been remastered. But they've confirmed that it will be in the next one, and it's exciting because this is one of the maps that everyone kind of likes. And yeah, so it's a good choice for the first one. Moving on. The next one I'm going to go through is Backlot. Now this was like a desert kind of Afghanistani map. It was a very like well-designed map in a way, just for like the start of COD. There was a lot of ways to get to this building on the screen, as you can see on the top left. You can actually get on the top of that through a ladder that you got to jump on. And there's a couple cool things around the map. There's a couple of turrets. There's a turret just behind this side and over on the far right corner of this one. And yeah, so there's actually turrets you can go on, like proper machine guns. They're like really powerful as well, but you're quite open there. And that was a thing on COD 4, and it's not been a thing for absolutely ages now. But it actually was quite cool, and it will work quite well if they leave it. So hopefully they do, and yeah, this is a hell of a map. Next up we have Crash. This map was a very big fan favourite because it's already been remastered before for one of the MW games. It was also made as there was also a winter version of the map made, so a lot of people like it, and it's a really well designed map again from COD 4. It's based on a 3-lane design, which is like a Treyarch thing. But as you can see from the bottom there, you can go on the right, there's down the middle bit where the helicopter is, and you can go on the left, which is more of like an alleyway. But it's a good map, very good for domination because the B flag's right in the middle of that helicopter. And yeah, another good map they're going to bring to the bring here, and yeah, so all of them so far have been fan favourites. This is the only one that has been remastered, but there is also another one that has been, and we'll go through them now. Next here we have Overgrown. This was also a fan favourite that was also remastered. Very big map, very good for snipers, but also can be used with other guns on. It's based on a very big 3-lane design. There's a dried up lake, river thing down the middle. Then this is the right side of the map, and then you get the left side of the map with actually a couple turrets in the window. The left side of the map's primarily more of like primary buildings that are bigger. And this one has this one building on the left here and a couple inside ones. But this map was cool because you can kind of get behind hay bales. There was grass. You can also be a ghillie suit on COD 4. And they look damn cool. If you haven't seen a ghillie suit before on COD 4, I will put one on the screen now and let it flash up for you. And that is what they look like. You can actually make yourself look like that. Whenever you had a sniper, you normally have a ghillie suit on, which is really cool. I don't know why they've ever took ghillie suits out of COD, because they're actually really good. And they're actually a real life thing. So I have no idea why they took them out. But yeah. Right, moving on to the final one that is already confirmed. Right, so the final one we have is called Bog. Now this was like obviously like a swampy kind of level. You spawn behind this tank, just literally just behind this is one of the spawns, and the other one is just down by that lit up building, right straight down the middle. Just behind that is like a little courtyard. It's actually quite a small map, but quite open as well. There's not many like cover points. You can kind of get in that bus, like if you can see that on the right there. And one of the main things I like about this map is that the B flag is actually on that mound of like rubble in the middle there, so it's always a battle. Snipers as well, good on this map. Also, a lot of assault rifles are used, and that building straight there with a fence all the way along, you can get all the way around the back of there, so it's good for subs as well. Very all-round map, very good map, and another really good one that they picked for the remaster of COD 4. So now we're going to move on to the ones that I think should be in here, and this is a bit that's kind of my opinion. There's going to be 10 maps, we've already gone through 5, so we've got another 5 to go through. But yeah, so this goes into my opinion now. These first 5 that I've showed you are already confirmed to be in there, and they're all good maps. So yeah, we'll move on now to the ones that I think is going to be in there. Now guys, as I imagine that most people watching this video may not have played COD 4 or not seen much of COD 4, they might not know of maps like Shipment. Shipment was what I think the smallest map in the history of Call of Duty. I wanted to make this like the map, the bird's eye view in the bottom right corner, a bit bigger on this one because I really wanted to show you how big this map is. As you can see, there's crates. Like there's a crate. There's like a cross design. You can kind of go in between the crates like a cross, as you can see on the right there, and that is how big the map is. That is all it is. This corner is the corner, and that's all it is. So if you get a 6-man team on this, honestly, there's no spawns really. You just kind of pop up wherever you feel like it. I'm not sure if this map will ever be on. I can't even think. COD 4's Remaster, because the spawns are very hard to get right, and the map's almost too small to get right. The only thing I can think to do is maybe extend it a little bit, not too much, just so it's a bit more controllable with the spawns. And but I don't know if they will. The only reason I wanted to put this in is because it's kind of like, it was like a MW2 Rust or like a MW2 High Rise kind of map. It was really like a really high, like good map that a lot of people liked, but at the same time it was annoying. Same as like Dome from the Black Ops series. It's similar to that. It's just one of the favourites in the maps that might get remastered into this one. I really hope it does, because it's just one of their maps that I quite like, but I also feel like it's a bit of a waste of a map because it is so small and sometimes annoying. So we'll see about that one, and yeah. So moving on. So the next one we have is Showdown. This is a very strange map, different design than a lot of maps, because it was all based on the middle. There was no like edge around it properly. So all the combat really did go in the middle. There's kind of like 2 levels to it. It's just square, and there is like outer levels to it. But I think B-Dom was right in the middle. I think it was right in the middle, so it does make it really difficult to get it. COD 4 had really fair maps on domination. It was just always B was right in the middle, and I think that's how it should be. It shouldn't be like a crappy triangle like it is now, so you can kind of run around. I think that's stupid. So yeah. I think this map will be in there just because I think it's a bit of a fan favourite, one of my favourite ones, and it was a good design map, bit different, so hopefully we can get this one in there, and we'll see. Let me know what you guys think of this map, because I know it's a bit of a strange one, a lot of people might not like it, but moving on, see what we have next. Next up we have Vacant. This is also one that has been remastered before. I think it was in MW2 or 3, I can't think which one it is now, sorry, but it did look a lot better in this one, and this was actually this is a good map because it kind of had a mix of everything. It was very close quarters, so shotguns had to go on this map. For COD 4, shotguns weren't the best of guns to use, but submachine guns were quite good, some of them. But shotguns could have a go on this map because it was quite close quarters. Well designed map again, because B is right in the middle of the courtyard bit. As you can see, there's a square in the middle of the little mini map in the bottom right. That'll be where B is, and I think there's just 2 rooms. It was quite a decently big map, but most of it was actually inside, so kill streaks in the air weren't that powerful. Good map though, and I believe it'll be in here because they're not shying away from putting the remastered versions from previous games into this game, and I think that might be what they're aiming for, because they're just trying to get the fan favourites in there, and this is one of my favourites. Not sure about anyone else, but my opinion. So yeah, let me know if you like this one, and we'll move on to the next one. This one's a bit controversial because it is, I don't think this would be a very well-designed map. Well, it was a good map, but it's just a strange one because it was so narrow. As you can see on the screen, that is actually how it looks. It's a boat, and it is that narrow. You can't get to the other side of the map without seeing someone. It's just impossible, I think. And the best thing about it was the 2 at either end of the thing. There was actually like towers or like second levels you can get onto, and you can snipe from them. So you literally had snipers flying all the way across a boat, and it was damn cool. So I really like this map because of that sniping aspect add to it, and it was dark as well. So a lot of people use night vision, and on COD 4 you could flick up on the D-pad and you had night vision and it would go green, and it was actually quite cool. So a lot of people actually had the chance to use it as like a actual thing that makes it better. So it was a good chance to get used to some equipment, and I did like this map. But I'm going to give you one more that I think will be in there from the DLC, and then I'm going to do one honourable mention, and we'll see. So if you guys like this map, make sure you just write it in the comments and agree with me. I'm not sure about this one. It's a bit of a hard one to debate about, but yeah, we'll see. The final one I'm going to mention now is Ambush. This is also a very good map. It was it was really well split. As you can see on the little map in the bottom corner, you had like the bit that didn't have much in the middle. That's where these tanks are, It goes straight across, and then both sides it's just level, and you can kind of go over the top. It's like a little this one of the tanks are is like a road, and you kind of go up to it, and you can meet the other team. It's like it's always a good battle. There's also like a couple pipes you can go underneath this like dipped up well, like up a bit, but oh, I can't even talk. The bit that goes up a bit with the tank, so you can actually go underneath that in like a pipe. There's always a nice place to like stay. It was just a cool map. It's also quite a good sniper map because there's a lot of places you can have cover to, and you just don't expect to get sniped out of some windows. Yeah, it was a cool map. There was actually a lot of glitches on this map. You can get out of this map quite easily on COD 4, but I'm sure they'll fix all that. And there's one more I mention now, guys. I know this is the 10 that I originally had, but I'm not sure if they'll put a DLC one in there, and if they do, I think it'll be the map that I'm going to say next. So I mention it, and we'll see, and then, yeah, that's it. I'll show you it now. So there we have it. This is going to be broadcast, and this is one of the 4 DLC maps that was brought out. There was Broadcast Creek, Kill House, and Chinatown. I think Broadcast is one of the most heavily played ones. Maybe it wasn't the best design. Kill House is quite a cool design, but not a lot of people played it. It was quite a small map. I don't think they'll try and include too many small maps into this. This is a good all-round map. It was quite big. It was like a balcony place. It was just a broadcasting like telephone or television station, as you can see from the picture. You could you could walk around this little bit here. There was nice balconies. You could kind of go inside. There was like you can go on the roof a little bit. It was a well-designed map, and I think if they were to bring a DLC map in, which I don't know if they will, then it might be this one, but we'll see. And yeah, that's been my 10, and plus this DLC one that was 11 that I think is like an honourable mention, I could just say. And yeah, so I'll go into I'll make a little list of them now, of what I've done, and yeah, we'll see if you agree with me in the comments. I'll also do a summary at the end of it, so stick around for that, and yeah, see you in a minute. So there we have it, that's my 10. The green ones on the left are the ones that I mentioned first, the first 5 that have already been confirmed, and they will be in COD 4 Remaster. The second 5, Shipment, Showdown, Vacant, Wetwork, Ambush, are the ones that I think should be in there, or might be in there, my opinion on them. And I also put DLC as a broadcast. It's a map that might be in there, but it's a DLC map, so I'm not sure, so I put it as orange, but I'm not sure yet. But I made this video to kind of tell people my opinion, and I would really like to know other people's opinions on this. So if you're watching this and you have an opinion and you've played some COD 4, just leave some maps that you think should be in here. I really wish they could put every map that was in COD 4 on here, and they didn't turn it down to any 10. And maybe if it's a success, like they think if loads of people start playing the remaster of COD 4, they might actually add maps to it. They haven't said there won't be DLC for COD 4 yet, so there's always that. And they might just bring out loads of new maps of COD 4. But what I'd recommend for them to do is just add the COD 4 ones there. I really hope they don't somehow get some microtransactions, be like a £50 a map or something. That's the kind of thing I expect from Activision nowadays, but we'll see. This game should be great, guys, and the maps that we have confirmed are already great, and the other 5 will be good maps. I hope that might be these ones here that I've got, but I'll be ending with your opinions. I'd really like to know if any of them, like when it does come out, if anyone in the comment section here does get any of them right, I'll give them away. I'll do a giveaway or something, because that'd be really cool if you guessed them all right. But yeah, cheers guys. Make sure you do leave a comment, because I really do want to know other people's opinions. And yeah, cheers guys. I'll talk to you again soon about more COD 4 stuff, because I really like COD 4, and I hope everyone else does. Me talking about it. So yeah, cheers guys. I do apologise for the long video. I couldn't really shorten it down without explaining every map a bit better. So I did try and make it as short as I could, but yeah, I couldn't do much more than I did. But yeah, cheers guys. Peace out for now. I'll talk to you again soon.